Welcome to the Random Shit Talk Podcast. I'm Myric, he's Eric, and this is the Random Shit Talk Podcast.
So I got one for your ass today. This one's a little bit different. I've been thinking about it a lot because for some reason, lovely Instagram has me going down rabbit holes. I fucking hate that. You made me get one. Men having types. So I have always been under the impression that that's not a thing. I mean, I don't think it's a thing because I mean, my type would be save a hoe. We already know that. But I don't think that you can have just one thing or one thing you're interested in. Because, like, for instance, if you were to put on paper what my type is, we have thick, curvy, tattoo, salacious females. But then you throw Paige Sporanic in there and she doesn't match any of that.
Okay, so what you prefer?
I think it's what you're drawn to. I just think it's what you draw, like it's what you're used to.
Okay.
Like you know what to expect. It's kind of like going to McDonald's. You know what to expect.
Okay, so that's the thing. So if it's like going to McDonald's, you know that your type would be, I want 2 McDoubles with a 6-piece chicken nugget, a large fry, and whatever it is to drink. But you get to McDonald's and you see that rib sandwich and you're like, I really want the rib sandwich. So I can see your type still being a certain way, like you're looking at that type. But
if you order off menu enough, doesn't it stop being your type then? Like if all of a sudden now you go back and now you want filet of fish or now you want a Big Mac, like all of a sudden you have quote unquote type, but you're ordering or you're looking at or you're interested in so much. I think this has a lot to do with internet personally, but you have so much different ass thrown at you now that you don't even know what your type is anymore.
Okay, so so it comes back to, do you really have a type, or is it just what you prefer at the moment?
Correct. I think it's just what you prefer at the moment. Like for instance, I've done something that I was never thought was possible, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. I grew up my whole life an ass man, and then my 30th birthday hits, and I become a boob guy. I didn't even know you could make the change. I really thought didn't think you could transition like that. I thought you were what you were. And I'm over here being trans and moving over to becoming a tit man.
That's interesting.
Right? I didn't know you could do that.
But see, I think you've always, I don't know, for me, I've always been both.
Oh, no, I was always a pure ass man.
I don't understand how people are like, I just want one or the other. I want both.
Well, you want both, but unfortunately, the world normally says, unless you get a white whale, normally they only have one. Normally. Like a big girl with huge tits normally has a flat ass. And then a big girl with a big ass, or even a skinny girl with a big ass normally has flat tits. Or they're big girls, they have the belly that's bigger than the boobs, and that's fucking gross.
But then you have to hit that whole that aspect of just pay for it. Have both.
Yeah, but see, I'm not a fake guy. I don't like fake anything.
No one does. But
I'm not a fake guy. You ever felt fake tits? They're awful.
Yeah. It's not the same as...
No. Especially, I mean, I'm a white boy, so I like to suck on those tits. So,
But that's neither here nor there.
It's way different.
I mean, it is, but at the same time, if they're just
so uninviting. They're not inviting. And I will never be on anyone's side with the BBLs. I don't get it.
So
I don't understand it.
So do they look better?
It depends.
Really?
Yeah, because I've seen some natural ones that are wonderful, and I've seen some fake ones that are terrible. It depends. I think it's all in the hands of the creator.
Okay.
On both ways. If it's natural, your man, or if it's fake, a good if you go to a shitty plastic surgeon.
Okay.
Now the new fad is all those BBLs, which they look so bad. Like, show me one that looks good.
Once again, it depends.
I've never seen one that looks good. It's obvious.
No, because I think there's a lot that are done already that you would never know were, because they didn't go above and beyond. They were just like, hey, I want it to look natural. Same with like a girl getting boobs. Some of people go and get natural looking ones, and you can tell.
Now they do have the fat injection option where you can actually fat inject. Now it goes away, but you can't actually shoot in, not even do silicone or saline. Yeah. The one thing I never understood about girls and BBLs, though, and maybe you can shine some light. I understand that girls, a lot of times, they can't grow their boobs. Like, their boobs are their boobs, unless their hormones change, which I was lucky enough to experience that, which is nice.
Yeah.
But you can actually grow a butt. You can do squats and stuff and get a butt bigger.
Well, it's more than that. Because if you're not doing squats correctly, you're not hitting glutes.
That's fair.
And on top of that, you're going to have to eat. You have to eat correctly. Like, you're going to have to eat those carbs that you're afraid that's going to make your belly a little bit bigger. But that's the biggest thing I feel like is wrong with the internet is the body images, seeing what people post on Instagram, and then
It's
when
not
you
real.
look at it.
I read a thing that said of the pictures on Instagram, 90% of them have been photoshopped.
They've either been photoshopped. It's also angles, so how you stand, lighting, and everything else. And then when you see them, but a lot of girls are doing that now. That fad where they show you this is what it looks like, perfect, and this is how it looks normally,
which I actually respect.
Yeah, and then you're like, so what's the point? At that point, it doesn't.
So you
really
go from a 10 to a 9. Like, what are we talking about here?
So does it matter to guys?
I don't think. Okay. I'm speaking as a man in my 30s, been married forever, and have children. I don't give a shit.
And I think you're looking at it from a perspective of it's never mattered to guys.
No.
It's kind of like when girls get their nails done or they get their eyebrows done and stuff like that.
Disagree strongly on that one because we know who we're talking to, and we know I do like my salacious, and I like my little bit of trashy, not trashy. There's a difference. So I like the nails. I like the fake eyelashes. I like the big cholo eyebrows. But that's, again, what I'm drawn to.
But see, to me, that's a vanity thing. And like, I could care less about that because if you have all that stuff on, the question is, as a guy, if you don't have it, am I going to smash? Yes.
Oh, for sure.
If you do have it, am I going to smash? Yes.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter what you have.
That's
I'm
fair.
not.
I guess I'm looking at it as my wife. I'm talking about my wife. Like if my wife does that, I like that.
Yeah, you like. That's different. We're just 100% talking about a guy seeing a girl and being like, she don't have her nails done. I'm not going to do it.
But at the same time, if we can be real, and I forgot to do this short. I still got to do it. There is not one man out there, if they're being honest with themselves, that really enjoys their wife looking like a fucking garbage bag out in public when they're with them. Like, oh no, I love him. No, you don't. You're just insecure and you don't want other guys checking her out. Because if you actually clock yourself when you're out in public with her, like when she gets all done up with you out in public at Target, I guarantee you look at more women when she looks like a garbage bag in public than you do when she's all put together. I guarantee it. You are honest with yourself.
See, if I'm being honest with myself, I could care less. Like at this point, and here's why. I don't give a shit. If we're going to get shit from Target, let's go get our shit and get the fuck home. I don't want to be out all damn day. So
now,
I think
you are married to a white woman, so they don't just leave Target.
I know, but what I'm saying is, younger age, I think I did care. I'd be like, oh, I don't want you going out looking like that. As I got older, I don't give a fuck. I got a headache. I want to go home. I'm tired. I ain't got time for it. If it's going to take you 30 minutes to get ready, you can go by yourself. I'm not doing all that. Hop in the car. Let's roll. We'll get what we need to get, and we'll get the hell back.
Now, hold on a second. But you're not answering the question. If you had a choice, and it didn't take 30 minutes, it was either she was already done up, or she wasn't done up by a flip of which one would you rather it be?
I don't give a shit. But I'm at that age now where I could care.
So you don't give a shit, but you're also not the guy that says I'd rather her be not done up. So you're not the kid that's like, take that shit. Yeah, like, what are you going out looking out like that?
I could care less. Yeah. If you're dressed to the nines, then okay, cool. I'm still gonna be wearing
sweats,
baggy ass fucking 100%. Sweats and whatever. But that's, I guess, if you ask me to get done up, I'm probably gonna be like, why? We're going to fucking Target. Now, if we're going out to eat somewhere nice and we're going to go do some shit, then yeah, I'll get dressed up. And I'd want you to do the same thing. But if we're just going, nah. At my age, though, younger, I'd have been like, yeah, we're
not that big an age difference, punk. We also have different values and stuff as far as relationship goes. So that could be why too. Mm-hmm. We like different things.
Yeah. Because I could care less about those type of things. Just,
So it
I
all
don't
really,
care.
I mean, bringing it back to the original topic before we log off here, I just don't think that it's true, especially with all the scattered ass that's thrown at people nowadays. I just don't think it's true that people have types anymore. I don't think women
Yeah.
have types anymore. Like, I really don't think you can.
Women have always had a type.
What? Money?
Yep.
There you go.
Green, blue, gold. They've
Black.
always had a type.
Black card.
Yep. They've always had a type.
That's
They'll take
fair.
money. They'll take money over anything.
That's 100% accurate. I'm sorry. I take my last statement back. But I don't think us as men, I mean, maybe we did at one point, but I just don't think you can anymore because there's so many different options out there now.
True.
It's easy just to, I mean, with AI too, you can see anything you want.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see a fucking...
Oh, that's a topic for a different time.
All right. Well,
But
that's all I got for that one. But now that was our random topic for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Eric. He's Myric. And you guys have a good one.